Can you see see if I see the chat. Okay.
Oh yeah, I can.
Okay, yeah. Oh, you
Yeah.
got it too? All right, bet.
Killing me.
Yo, yo.
What's going on, my good
Yeah,
people?
technical. Oh, had some technical difficulties. All right, there we go.
Overreaction Monday.
Back.
What's
That
good?
was that week 14.
Week 14.
Overreaction Monday. Man, we had some. I don't even know where should I start, man. Where
Hey,
should I
let's
start,
jump in.
AB? What do you think?
Let's jump into it. Sure, my man,
Where
he
should
called
I
it.
start? You know what I mean? If y'all was on here Friday, shit, this probably go back to Monday. Last overreaction Monday, man. I told y'all what Jalen Hurts was gonna do. Carson Wentz was clearly a part of the problem. I wouldn't call him the whole problem, but he was clearly a part of it. And it looks like Hurts part of the solution, man. I might, because that quarterback situation over in New York, it ain't looking too good, man. Daniel Jones, he got the fumbles again. They actually look a little better with Colt McCoy, but if I got to go with a guy in that division, matter of fact, I think I retweeted this too that Jalen Hurts was QB1 in that division. Didn't I say that on Twitter?
I mean, you said it. But I think that
Damn,
verdict is still out.
damn. I don't know, man. If I had to pick one quarterback from that division right now, I mean, you got Haskins,
No, no, I
Daniel
agree with
Jones, or
you.
Colt McCoy, Andy Dalton, which he played well yesterday against the Bengals. But what Jalen Hurts did yesterday against one of the best defenses in the league, first start, a lot of people were out there. I'm not gonna name no names. Some people were out there saying it was gonna be ugly for him.
Yeah, I did.
Proud of him, man. Proud of the young boy, man.
I
Would
did.
you?
I thought it was
A
gonna
lot.
be
I mean, a
ugly.
lot of very smart guys I respect a lot. I respect you and your opinion a lot. Obviously, I respect Louis Riddick's opinion a lot. I feel like on the surface, without looking, under the, you know what I mean. That's what it would have looked like. But I can't. I don't know. I don't know anybody else, man, outside of me and Jalen. But yeah, man. What you think of that game?
Nah, it was a good game. Young boy came out, played really well. I was one of them people that thought it was gonna get a little ugly for him with this first start, but he
Mm-hmm.
came out, he showed up, and the guys rallied behind him. And as we kind of talk
Fact.
about, you need that spark, and he gave that team that spark in a big win against the Saints. Saints tried to make a run for late in the game, but Eagles was able to hold them off. So salute them, man. Salute to the Eagles. Jalen
Big
Hurts,
win.
man. We might got another young good quarterback in the making.
Facts. Facts. Who you taking out of that NFC East now? Still rocking with the
I'm
Giants?
I'm gonna stand on that right now. Um, with
A
Alex
lot of
Smith getting
people. A
hurt.
lot of people were jumping on that Washington football team
Yeah,
bandwagon
yeah,
though.
for sure. But with Alex Smith getting hurt, not sure how serious that injury is. I'm still going to stand with the Giants right now. I don't know. I
You don't
can't
look
keep
too
jumping
sure,
around.
man.
I can't keep
You
jumping.
don't look
I'm gonna
too
stand on
sure.
mine. I'm gonna stand on
I'm
mine.
with. We got a new quarterback in the division, man. So all options are back open. So I'm back. I like the Eagles. We spoke about it. We talked about the Eagles defense. I like their defense. They got banged up in the secondary yesterday. Still was able to pull the game out. I really like them up front. And now if you got an offense that can move the ball, and like regardless of how good or bad the O line is, when you got a quarterback like Hurts who could do some of the things they could do with instincts, they'll be all right, man. So Alshon Jeffrey showed up to play yesterday for the first time in
Yeah.
I don't know how long. Miles Sanders, which is who is an electric running back, who in my opinion just doesn't get enough touches. He broke a long one yesterday, man. So yeah, man, it's overreaction Monday, so I might as well get overreacting. But I like the boys to go on a nice little run in this season. and they could possibly be one of them teams that kind of sneak up on and be a tough out in the offs if they get their foot in there. But yeah, I'm definitely excited about what they got going on in Philly, man.
Nah. So who you got?
I'm excited about it.
NFCs.
Oh, Philly. I'm going Philly. I'm going with Jalen
Okay.
Hurts, QB1. QB1 Philly. You know what I mean?
I respect it.
How my volume?
I tip,
I don't know if these AirPods pick up. They weren't picking up last time. My volume good, people.
yeah, you good on my end. It's crazy because
Uh,
my AirPods ain't picking up neither.
yeah, technology. Must be some new ones coming out, man. Holiday time, you know how they do.
It's all
But
good. But nah,
what
like I
else you
said
got, man?
again, I'm gonna tip my hat off to you, because you called it. You know what I
Appreciate
mean?
that, man.
So I respect that.
Appreciate this. So when Carson Wentz go to the Colts next year too, just know I called that one first too. But moving on, our Colts went out to Las Vegas and handled business, man. They put a beating on the Raiders, man. Like they fired the DC Paul Gunther, who has been
Mhm.
suspect all year, honestly. But man, what did you think about that? We got Jonathan Taylor, got explosive plays out of him. The last 3 games, he's been stacking good games together. We've been talking about him kind of all year.
Ty.
T.Y. Hilton, T.Y. back on the scene. Started with that Houston game, and he followed up with 2 more touchdowns, looking like his old self.
Hmm.
And obviously the defense, especially in the second half, like they've been seeming to make great halftime adjustments all year. Kenny Moore, man-to-man alum with, in my opinion, the pick of the year for this
Or
back-to-back week pick. That pick, man.
that
I
was
saw it live. I'm like, yo, they catch that. That
nah
was that was
that
that
was
was impressive.
that was a good ball yesterday. Um,
Very good
from
ball.
all 3 phases. You know what I mean? Special teams, offense, defense. Like you said, Ty showed up in big way. And we kind of
Yep,
been talking about that all season. Like we got to get Ty. We got to see the old Ty. So he came in, he showed up. Phillip Rivers was able to get him the ball, and then like you said, young boy Taylor, man, toting the rock, and going down in the stretch. That's what you need. Complimentary football, defense making big plays, opportunistic, get an offensive ball back, and offense able to put points on the board. So that's a great equation to have success.
that's a fact. That's a fact. What you think? How far do you think they can go this year? Tennessee won yesterday too, so obviously they're still ahead of the division. So both teams are 9-4 right now. But Coach getting the playoffs. How far do you think they can go this year?
Man, you know how it is. You getting the most. Anything is possible. And the way they're playing right now, if they could finish the last 3 games and playing good ball like this, sky's the limit for them. Think they're fairly healthy at the point. Obviously, considering where you at in the season, but if they keep doing what they did yesterday, hey, you gotta watch out.
That's a fact. That's a fact. In the AFC, I mean, it's a lot of good teams. I don't feel like everybody has Kansas City at one. I do too, but I don't feel like that gap is as wide as people think it is between Kansas City and the field. You saw
Miami
Miami kind of
played
made
them
it.
tough
Yeah, Miami
yesterday.
kind of played them tough. And I feel like Miami can play and beat anybody with that defense. Xavier Howard once again coming down with a pick. He had a nasty one
Defensive
hand
player of
pick
the year.
too. Yeah. So he looking like he should be, in my opinion, he should definitely be top two. In that conversation with the greatest player of all time, Aaron Donald. Uh, but yeah, man, some impressive things. B Flow got that team balling. Byron Jones. Hold on. Oh, now it's picking up. It must be picking up AirPods now. But
Yeah,
Byron Jones came down with a pick. Man, those guys get after it up front. They were missing some guys too on defense yesterday. Van Noy, and they were missing one other guy. But yeah, Dolphins can compete and play with anybody. The Bills obviously look really good right now. Josh Allen looks really good right now. I would probably put them. We were talking about on Clubhouse yesterday, who was the second best team in the AFC. So I would probably have to put Buffalo there right now. And in that third spot, I don't know, man. I might put my Colts in there, man. Colts
Nah,
might be
I
three,
don't. I don't
Steelers
disagree
four.
with you.
Yeah, that it's the teams are kind of you starting to see the teams that's going to get hot. That's going to start. If you can pack a defense and a run game, that's what you're going to need in the playoffs. And it's gonna be a fun playoffs, man. I'm looking forward to it. Unless COVID ruin it, that's the only thing that can ruin this playoffs. But it's gonna look
Hmm.
like it's gonna be a good one, man.
Nah, for sure. Since we on Overreaction Monday, and we kind of talked about it again on Clubhouse yesterday. Cleveland Browns. They got a
Ah,
they got a they got a big matchup tonight. Divisional opponent Baltimore Ravens.
huge matchup.
So don't sleep on. I think tonight is gonna either sway Cleveland one way or another. They've been playing well, but this is a
Hmm.
big game for them.
Huge game, divisional. So you got Chiefs, Steelers, Buffalo, Tennessee,
Colts, Tennessee.
Miami, Colts. Great. Yeah, so this gonna be that AFC gonna be tough to get in there, but this should be a good match. It's gonna be a lot of running. Gonna be a lot of running tonight on both sides of the ball. Can you trust Baker Mayfield to make the throws when needed? You're gonna have to make them tonight. I picked Baltimore tonight to win it. Baker's coming off one of his best games in pro, but I'm taking Baltimore tonight, man. I'm taking Baltimore tonight, but Cleveland, man, they've done some
I'm,
amazing things this year. Who you going with?
I got Cleveland tonight.
You ride
I
with
think,
Cleveland?
yeah, I'm gonna go with Cleveland. Yeah. Um, Two-headed monster in the backfield. I think this is gonna be playoff football, and I think you just mentioned it. Both teams like to run the ball. Defensively, are good, and at the end of the day, that's what you want going in the playoff. Your run game going good, defense playing well, and some smash mouth football. So I'm gonna go with
Mm-hmm.
the Cleveland Browns tonight.
De- December football. Good old December football, man. Yes, man. What else happened? It was something that just slipped my mind from yesterday.
So,
But yeah,
so
I'm gonna rock with the Ravens tonight,
let's
though.
backpedal a little bit. What's up with the Steelers,
Let's
man?
do it. That's what we do. Hey, man, you know what? The PFF George from PFF, one of my guys over there, went on the podcast a couple weeks ago. I was feeling some type of way about him calling that time. I think they were 10-0, maybe 10-0 Steelers overrated, or 11-0 Steelers overrated. He was like, "Yeah, they overrated. They're second, third best team in the league, but I think they're overrated right now." And I kind of jumped on him, but he might have been on to something. And now when you watch the games, Big Ben went like 4 games where he was throwing the ball like over 45, 46 times a game, 50 times a game. We know that's not a recipe for success, especially at this point in the year. You had a lot of drops of receivers, but it's 2 back-to-back losses, and this is the point in time where you should be getting high. You should be hitting your stride on both sides of the ball, and they're kind of going backwards. And that's a tough division, too. So they don't have a cakewalk. They still got the Colts on the schedule. Do they play? They played the Ravens twice already. I think they got a couple. Yeah, they got a couple more tough ones, man. But Steelers. If I'm a Steelers fan, I'm slightly concerned right now. I'm slightly concerned. Big Ben don't look like the old Big Ben that could just get out and carry the team. Defense is still that defense, but I'm concerned right now, man. I'm concerned when it comes to those other top teams in the AFC. What about you?
Yeah, I agree, man. And then, like you said, the run game has disappeared,
Like
and
vanish.
that's you looking at a disaster right there. You just can't be out there. And last week I think Big Ben threw for like 50, 40, 50 times. Going
Let
into
me
the
check it.
playoffs, man, you can't be successful like that. You giving the opposing defense, just letting them pin their ears back and come get the quarterback. So
Yeah,
so we'll
yeah, it's
see
gonna
on
be
that.
crazy. So I mean, still, it's crazy. So I mean, I still think there'll be a problem in the playoffs, but if they lose that, because only one team now, only one team on each side gets that bye week, the number one seed. So if they lose that may hurt them. That may definitely hurt them. But you still sitting there. You still what 11-2, going to week 15. So you can't be too bad about that. Going to week 14. So yeah, you can't be too bad about that spot. But you
I'm
don't
not.
you don't want to be you don't want to be cooling off right now though. You don't want to be
Nah,
doing
hell
that.
no.
What you say?
Another surprise. Another surprise from yesterday. The
Well,
Bears and the Houston Texans.
Mitch Trubisky. Come on, man. I picked the Texans to win it. But then I saw they were banged up, man. They were banged up. They're not a good football team already. They're missing a lot of guys. Man, I hope Deshaun Watson gets some help out there. As a Colts fan, you don't want to see the Texans doing too great. But I'm a huge Deshaun Watson fan. Um, I honestly think even with the lack of draft picks and the lack of the other things that they have, Deshaun Watson still makes Houston the best job availability, in my opinion, just because it's a quarterback-driven league. And in my opinion, he's a top five quarterback right now. So if you can get a coach in there and a GM in there that can really run the show, and obviously, put some more pieces around him on the roster, I still think that's the best job opener right now going into the offseason. The LA Chargers job may open up. Herbert's a young, fantastic quarterback as well. Um, you got New York, obviously they'll have the number one pick, but I think right now Houston's probably the best place. And for them to get blown out like that with Mitch, I think he had like a 120 something quarterback rating. Wow. Any given Sunday, man.
That's ugly.
Any given Sunday. That stink.
And that's what they call it. Yeah.
That's real stink. And then the other game we had from yesterday, the choke bowl. That was a tough pick. That was a tough game to pick. The Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. I ended
Who
up
you have?
going with the Chargers. I went to Chargers.
I had the
I,
Falcons.
I went with the Chargers, man, and I think it was 17-17. Falcons driving with like three and some change on the clock. Matt Ryan dropped back. Bop. Yep, there you
And
go,
threw a
showing
pick.
up right on time. Threw a pick right on time, man. But it was. I mean, that was a toss up. Either one of those teams could have
Yeah.
tricked it off, and I got lucky with that one. That was a lucky one picking picking the Chargers yesterday.
Yeah,
But
you
I don't
you
know
know
why the hell you went with the Falcons.
I mean shit, you said it was a tough one.
But yeah, I lucked up. I got lucked up. But Falcons, man, Falcons and Julio was out. That was the difference maker for me. Julio was out. Julio been banged
Well
up
shit,
all year,
last
man. You
week
think they move on from him
he
next year?
said again.
I say you think they move on from Julio next year? Atlanta? It's gonna be a new regime there too. New GM, new head coach. Well, unless they retain Raheem Morris.
Nah, I don't think so. I think he's still an Atlanta
Think they
Falcon
rock
next
with him?
year. Yeah.
All right, so you think he gonna end up being like a Fitz in AZ? Think he gonna be a lifer in Atlanta?
Yeah. I like I don't
Okay.
think he's going anywhere. Unless it's a situation
Yeah,
where he's standing on the table like, yo, like get me the hell out of here.
get me out of here. He don't seem like that type of guy. He hasn't been that type of guy his whole career. But he getting into those. I wouldn't call him old by any stretch. Still got some prime years, but he getting into the closer to the end of his career than the beginning. So he could possibly be like, "Hey, man, I want a
Right.
new scenery. I want a chance to go compete for a championship." I think that window. I think that window is closed. They had a chance. Obviously, it was up 28-3 in the chip, but I think that window is closed for now. I don't think Matt Ryan's the guy anymore. Um, yeah, I don't think Matty Ice is that dude anymore, man.
See, you
Because you got what you got. Go ahead.
put nah, I ain't gonna say that.
Go ahead, bro.
Nah, I was like, man, you put Matt
Go ahead and say it.
Stafford over there. You put Matthew Stafford over there, shit. He'd go out there and do some damage over there.
Man, Matt Stafford is good, but I think he's a little overhyped. Now, as crazy as it sounds, I think Matt gets a little. I don't know. I ain't gonna call him what they be calling him in the clubhouse room, but
It gets.
but yeah, I mean, I think he would be an upgrade for Matt Ryan right now. So I agree with that, especially with Ridley and Julio out there who can stretch the field. You got a guy with an
Mm-hmm.
arm like that. I think he definitely yeah, he would be an upgrade from Matt Ryan in my opinion right now. For sure, for sure. What else you had
And
yesterday? Who'd you take in that Washington football team 49er game? You
the
with the
Niners.
Niners. Your loyalty, man. You got too much loyalty, man, to your old squads, man.
Hey, I'm a loyal dude.
Man, so Alex Smith went out with an injury yesterday. They said
With a calf
it's not
injury.
yeah, it said it's not too serious. Dwayne Haskins got back in there for the football team, and finished the game, got him to the win. What's his outlook going forward, man? You think he gets another shot? We spoke about him before on the clubhouse in here, and I think he came into a
Bad
very,
situation.
very, very, very bad situation, very bad organization. Now you got Ron Rivera there. You got Jason Wright, first black team president over there. Really, really bright dude running things now. Do you think he gets another fair shot, another fair evaluation, or nah, he just holding it down till somebody else get
Not at
back
the
out there?
Redskins. Not at the Washington football team.
So it'll have to be somewhere else.
Yeah, it had to be somewhere else.
Okay. What about
Um,
okay?
and since we talking about the Washington football team, I keep saying the Redskins. Chase Young, a monster.
Bruh,
And that young boy, man, he's flying around the field and making impact plays, man.
bruh. It was some good like I still have Chin out in Carolina as my defensive rookie of the year. Chase, I wouldn't be surprised if Chase get it though, because obviously he was the first defense player drafted, second overall pick, and he's living up to that draft pick
Hmm.
already. Like he looks like he should have been. Like how Mike Tomlin told him last week. Like I don't ever want to lose enough games to get a cat like you in the draft. He looks like everything they said he was, man. He like for real, for real. So yeah, I'm excited about to see him watch play football for another 10, 15 years, man. But he's a
No, for
problem.
sure. So with Dwayne Haskins,
Yeah,
man, what do you do in
he's
that
a dog.
situation? Do you see that he has the capability of being a top quarterback or a starting quarterback in the league? And I'm talking about consistently. Obviously, he was starting for the Washington football team. But what you've seen, do you think he go somewhere else
You
and
know
be
what's
a star?
crazy? I feel I feel the same way about Dwayne Haskins as I feel about Sam Darnold. Like and if when they're reported on, when you hear media and the pundits and talking heads or whoever talk about those two quarterbacks, you would think they're on two completely different ends of the spectrum. You would think Haskins is just this bust who don't know, football from baseball, and Sam Darnold is the next Joe Namath that just needs a good coach. I think they're both can be solid starters in the league. I think they need good coaches and good systems and organizations around them. But yeah, for sure. I mean, you heard some things behind the scenes that was going on with Haskins, and he's a young kid, so that comes with growth. So I think they both have the athletic potential to definitely be good starting quarterbacks in the NFL. But you got to get a fair shake, man. It's a lot of things that need to go right for a lot of quarterbacks to be good. It's some special ones who could just come in and elevate whatever situation. The Deshaun Watsons, the Andrew Lucks, the Joe Burrows, those guys. Some guys just drop in there and make any organization, any team better immediately. Other guys, you need some grooming. You need some pieces around him, and it's going to take some time. So I would put Dwayne Haskins and Sam Darnold in kind of that same bucket going forward. But you gotta have some good pieces around him.
Yeah, I just feel as though it's in the situation he's in now. It's a possibility he can get lost in that shuffle. Well, I
Yeah, I
just
mean,
think right
but
now. I
Yeah,
think right now
yeah.
it'll be a situation where a team that was where they was coming into the draft was really high on them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they will
And
kind of
then
double back and try to be like, okay, well, let's bring him in, see what he can do. But with quarterbacks coming in this year or this next draft, I think it's going to be tough. But like you said, like you definitely got to go to a place where they have a great support group, front office, coaches that believe in his skill set, and then put
yep.
some people out there around him that he can be successful. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think it might be tough. Not writing them off by any sense, but you just know how that quarterback position is.
It's tough. Confidence is a big part of it too, man. You got to be able to build confidence in a guy. And I also think he was humble in a sense, and that happens, and life definitely happens in football. He was a first round pick, but he felt like he was underdrafted. He felt like he went too low. You remember him on draft day and kind of how he was, just looking like, all right, and then you get there and you get beat out by Kyle Allen, who they brought over there from Carolina. So he come over with his coach, and
Carolina.
so you know how that go. Then you got Alex Smith, who they put him out there, and he off 20 surgeries on his leg, and they put him out there over you. So now it could definitely be a situation where it's like, oh, okay, hold on, this is a different ball game. Like I got to get my shit together ASAP. So I'm not kidding him off, man, by any stretch. I think we all saw him play at the collegiate level, at a high level, and we know it's a completely different ball game. But we know he has the arm talent. I've seen him on the whiteboard with some guys, so I know he knows football. So it's just gonna come down to being around a good organization, good coaching, good players, man. And I think I'm not writing them off. I wouldn't be surprised, 3 years down the line, 2 years down the line. The thing about quarterbacks, they're gonna get opportunities because it's too hard to find them. So 2, 3 years down the line, I can see Dwayne Haskins being a starting NFL quarterback for sure, for sure. What else we had yesterday, man? What other? We had the Chiefs,
What other
Chiefs Dolphins.
games?
We kind of touched on that.
Yeah, somebody was talking in here was saying that
Seahawks
the
dismantled the
Dolphins
Jets.
laid the blueprint to how to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, even though they wasn't able to pull it off. What you think about
Um,
that?
I mean, Dolphins got the personnel. They got two. You got two corners making over probably 15, 16 a year. So that's a part of the blueprint. And then you got guys who can get after the passer. And like I said, they were missing some guys. I mean, the blueprint to beat the Chiefs is you got to turn them over when you get the opportunity. And I mean, you gotta keep Mahomes off the field as much as possible. Take care of the ball, booty change, score some points, and you have to when you get in the red area, you got to score touchdowns. And like all these things are easier said than done, but they're the Super Bowl champs. They retained pretty much their whole coaching staff. You don't see that much. You don't see Super Bowl champs bring back the head coach, the OC, the DC, the defensive captains, the offense. You know what I mean? Like they brought back everybody. So it's gonna be tough to beat. It's gonna be a tough out. You're probably gonna have to put your best game together for 60 minutes because they're a team that even if you do go up 14, 17 in the third quarter, you don't feel comfortable. You almost feel like, damn, I wish this was a little closer because they really about to turn it up. So I wouldn't necessarily say the blueprint.
We seen that last year in the playoffs against the Texans.
Yep, the Texans and the who else did they go behind on?
Who
Was
they
it
play before?
Titans? They went down both games. The
Two
Texans they
games in a
went
row.
down like
Yeah.
24 or something crazy like that. But yeah, once they go full speed, it's ugly. Now Travis Kelsey, bro, like, bro, he's what is he second in the league? Well, he came into Sunday yesterday, second in the league in receiving. They're saying he may win Offensive Player of the Year this year, the first tight end ever. What you as a safety played 14 years in the league, so you've seen that tight end position evolve over time, man. Where do you rank Kelsey in that group that you've seen? You've seen
Um,
some real good, some great ones.
I've seen he's he's the guys that I played against, man. He's top five. Gronk, obviously. I caught Tony Gonzalez at the end of his career.
I caught him at the end too. He was still balling,
And still,
still
so we
balling.
got it. So me matching up with tight ends. What was scary was Gronk and Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah,
Um, and I lined up against Kelsey 2 years ago, man to man all game, and I didn't care what defense we was running. That week doing film study, I was just like, man, what am I going to do to kind of throw this man off this game?
yeah,
But what he shows, what he shows on the field, week in and week out, um, his catch radius, what he's able to do after the catch, it's impressive, man. A
yeah.
1,000 yard receiving, I think, first 5 years in a row. 100 catches year
That's
in and year
crazy.
out, and then obviously it helps with the what type of quarterback that he has, with the offensive coordinator he has, and also the other weapons that he has. So a lot of times, you try to double him
Other
here and
weapons
there.
around him.
Yeah, and then you just got to think about the matchup nightmare that he is. Okay, you line up a bigger body, he's gonna run away from you. You line up a smaller body like a nickel or safety, he's gonna body
Mm-hmm.
you. He's a matchup
Go
nightmare.
body you.
You
Yep.
know, yeah, man. So he I'll put him even top three.
Yeah, gotta be. I mean, Gronk. I think Gronk at his height was the best that I've seen at least. Gronk at his best with Brady was number one in my opinion. Um, I caught Gonzalez late too as well in Atlanta with Matt Ryan. But he was still balling, but they were kind of moving towards the Julio area. You had Roddy White, Julio, and Gonzalez. But man, that's this run Kelsey been on, and this was pre Mahomes. Like this was Alex Smith. He was out there chewing. So, like you said,
Yeah,
he'd match it. Like it. I mean, you gotta put like a big top flight corner on him, honestly. And then it's tough to do that when you got Ty Hill and other weapons around him. But like unless you can afford to put like a Gilmore or Talib type body, maybe a Richard Sherman type body on him in past situations, you're gonna be in trouble. You're gonna be in big trouble. Jalen Ramsey, somebody like that. But
yeah.
yeah, he's a nightmare for defenses, man.
But we can't forget
He's a
about
problem.
George Kittle as well. Jimmy Dean.
Yeah, Kittle.
Jimmy Dean.
And the thing about Kittle is it's still early. It's still early with Kittle. He kind of just getting into. He's probably what year? I'll probably say two into being that guy, and then he's missing a bunch of time this year. But coming
Being that
into the
elite
year when we
tight
talked
end.
about, yeah, exactly. But when we talked about tight ends early. This is one of our first episodes. We talked about tight ends.
Yeah.
I think I had Kittle one. You might have had Kelsey one.
I
I'm
had
not
Kittle.
sure.
No, I had Kittle
You had
one.
Kittle too? Okay, yeah. So we both
Yeah,
had Kittle one there just because of what he does in the run game as well as the
run game.
pass game. He's a mismatch in the pass game too, but he's a shit mismatch in the run game as well. But yeah, man, he's special, man. That Chiefs team is special. It's gonna take a team effort to beat him for 60 minutes. So
So is that an overreaction as far as Kelsey being offensive player of the year?
I don't think that's overreaction. I mean, he's doing something. He's having a stretch that we've never seen at the position as far as production. And then now what he's doing this year, like I mean, at that position, I know he's pretty. I mean, he's listed as tight end, but he's pretty much a wide receiver. But
Yeah,
I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. I mean, when you look at, the MVP is gonna go to a quarterback. I feel like that's gonna go to Patrick Mahomes or A-Rod, in my opinion. The offensive player of the year. I mean, who else would you put in there? I will put Kelsey would
I
be in
was
the
about to,
mix.
another question I was going to ask: in the history, has there ever been a tight end that ever won that award?
Nope, I don't think so. I don't think so. I believe I saw someone's tweet who said that's what made me think about it. Like I said, he will be the first tight end to win that award. But I mean, he would be deserving. But who else would you? It's a lot of deserving cats actually this year. Devontae Adams missed a
Yeah,
couple
because
weeks.
cause we talked about earlier like Dalvin Cook, but
Dalvin Cook, but it's
uh,
just that team he on.
uh,
But he the
Derrick
best
Derrick
running
Henry.
back. Derrick Henry went off for another 200 yesterday. Forgot about this dude. Yeah. So it's gonna be some candidates for that award. Cook, Henry, Adams. Who else we got? I already said Kelsey.
Mm.
Ty Hill could go on a tear at the end of the year. Um, I don't know. We're gonna have to see, man. We're gonna have to see. That's gonna be an interesting award, though.
And even like you said with the top two candidates to win MVP. So A
Huh?
Rod, Patrick Mahomes, sure, one win MVP, the other win Offense Player of the Year. You know how that can go.
That can't go that way. Who you got right now? Number one. Both teams won yesterday. The damn Packers didn't cover my spread. They won
It's
by
tough to
7.
go
I think the
against.
spread by the time I bet was 8.5. Mahomes.
Oh damn, uh, somebody. I mean, it's tough to go against Mahomes. Just their record. Number one, coming back from Super Bowl winning season. I mean, I'll put Mahomes right now number
So you
one.
rock with Mahomes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mahomes number one. But I say right now, A Rod is 1B. I can't put him at 2 right now. I'm gonna put him at 1B. And A Rod, in my opinion, is doing it with less weapons around him. Now, I'm not gonna be one of those people who say A Rod is doing it with nobody around him because they didn't draft this and that. It's good players out there in Green Bay, especially in that backfield. Aaron Jones just slept on. He's a dog. MVS is good. Lazard is good. Devontae Adams is phenomenal. So he got weapons over there for sure. But A-Rod, and I called that too. I called that. As soon as Jordan Love got drafted, I said A-Rod's gonna be in the top 3 in that MVP race. Because that's how he built. Some people you got the Carson Wentz's of the world. You draft Jalen Hurts in the second round, you put up a trophy of Nick Foles out in front of the stadium. Ah man, I can't. This will never be my team again. I don't have
Oh
my
yeah.
a little fragile between the ears. And then you
Had
get a
that boy
cat
on
like A-Rod.
suicide watch.
Man, you get a cat like A-Rod who's like, y'all gonna draft this dude in the first round? Oh, all right. Y'all got
I'm
me
gonna show
fucked
y'all where
up.
y'all messed up at.
Y'all got me fucked up. Shit, I gonna see the field till I play out this deal. So yeah, man, you gotta love it. You gotta love that, man. But yeah, those would be my two guys. Top two defensive player of the year candidates: Aaron Donald and Xavier Howard. Um, yeah, those
I got
those
Xavier Howard, man. 9
those
picks,
are,
man.
those are the guys.
Yeah, I gotta understand. That's difficult
You
to
got Howard
do.
at one. You know the last cat to do it. If he touched double-digit interceptions, the last guy to do that.
Who was it? I know
Somebody
we touched on it
chat,
last
correct
night.
me if I'm wrong. Yeah, hey, pause. Um, but I know he had one nasty pick against y'all. Peyton threw him one of the nastiest picks that I've seen. One
Antonio
hand jump,
Cromartie.
Cromartie. 2007, he had 10 picks in 2007. I think that was the last time
Yeah,
somebody
shit.
touched double digits.
He had three against us.
And Xavier, that was '07.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you were saying, like AB was saying, it's tough. It's tough to even get near that. And he's gone 5 games now, 5 weeks in a row where he's gotten a pick. And it's not like we talked about. It's not like he catching tip balls, overthrows, just joints that's falling in his lap. Like he's making
He's
plays.
going to
He's
get him.
making big time plays. So he's going to get them things. So yeah, I would be mad if he won it at all. I just feel like if I couldn't put him over Aaron Donald. I feel like if I put him over Aaron Donald, it's like it's voters fatigue.
I think
It's voted just because he's been so
and
dominant for so many
so
years.
Aaron Donald will get that LeBron James treatment.
Exactly, exactly. But I don't know. I don't know. I think because the award is skewed towards pass rushers anyway, and for him to be doing what he's doing, he leading the league in sacks. I believe again from the interior, third all time
This,
through his first 7 seasons, as far as sacks. So it's gonna be tough for him not to win that award. In my
I
opinion.
think this would be a perfect year to get Cole Defensive Player of the Year.
I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that. And now TJ Watt's kind of guy on the outside looking in right now. And he's first in a lot of categories too. But he was
Man,
taking advantage of a
nah,
lot of passing and sacks, but quarterback
man. What's
hits
up?
and he,
Overreaction. Man, my man Hassan Reddick, man, out there in AZ. Five, five sacks
oh,
yesterday.
a
Five
five
piece,
piece.
3 forced fumbles.
He
He
had
got 10 sacks on the year. They not talking about him enough. Shout out to my boy Hassan Reddick, man. Got paid yesterday.
bruh.
That game, man.
Hey, he got that was. I hope he on the contract year. Is he on the contract year? I feel like he's been there for a little minute. He should be by now.
I'm trying to
That
think. His rookie year was maybe my first year in AZ. Yep. So this is year 4
in
for
AZ.
him. So, yeah.
Okay, and Zon Reddick, he an athlete too. I want to say he played like corner in college at Temple, corner and linebacker. When he got drafted, he went first round too. When he got drafted, they tried to put him in a box. He found his place on the edge, but to get a five piece, that was impressive. I picked the Giants to win yesterday. I picked
I
the
did
Giants to
too.
win yesterday. I didn't think, but Kyle and the Cardinals found a way. The defense played well. Defense played really good. Obviously, you got a guy that have 5 sacks. It's gonna make it a lot easier for everybody else. But yeah, man, that was incredible. I almost got to talk about that. So he'll probably win Defensive Player of the Week with that performance. He better
Mm-hmm.
Defensive Player of the Month. Right there. Shit, we gonna have some questions. Y'all drop the questions. We got about 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Mm. So just think
Players
about
have
next year, man.
it.
Hassan
Mm,
Reddick,
mm, mm.
Chandler Jones.
Oh man.
That could get ugly over there.
And then if they could get they already got Buddha. Buddha's dog. Then you got if Isaiah Simmons can keep developing, they can have a nice little core on defense. Nice little nasty core on defense.
Yeah,
All right, we want to hear some of these
let's do it.
questions. Hey, Rohan, I had a day against the spread, bro. I told you I was gonna bounce back. Get used to this thing. I had a day against the spread yesterday, though. Waiting for Baltimore to finish it up tonight. I picked the Broncos yesterday too.
David Santiago.
Cowboys actually showed up.
We 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 talked about them Bills. Shoot, Josh Allen.
What he said? What was his question?
Nah, he just said, let's talk about my Bills.
Oh, okay, yeah, we definitely talked about the
Yeah.
Bills Mafia. Bills could be the second best team in the conference. Second best team in the conference. Josh Allen keeps playing how he's playing, and Leslie Frazier got that defense humming as well. Bills are a problem, man. Josh Allen, his evolution, his progression through these first few years has been very, very impressive. Very impressive. I think he's a perfect example of what we were talking about with developing a quarterback. Like what Brian Daboll has been able to do with Josh Allen, with what he was coming from Wyoming to who he is right now in the NFL. Like I feel like he's a better
Yeah.
NFL quarterback than he ever was in college. You know what I mean? So you don't really see that, especially this early. So I'm very, very impressed with what's going on over there. Bills
Hey, I can't
Mafia.
put the questions up on the screen, but Zach Butman got a
Oh,
question.
okay.
Do you think Todd Bowles will stay another year in
Oh, there you
Tampa
go.
Bay to take over after Arians leave? Oh, there you go, right there.
Yep. Um. So, you think Arians gonna leave next year? I think Arians gonna stay there for Brady last year. Brady got signed a 2-year deal. I think BA will be there next year unless something unforeseen happens. Um, I love Bowles, man. I think that defense could be more consistent though. The defense got to be more consistent. Got some young players out there, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I see BA leaving, so I don't know how to really answer that question. But they got a win yesterday. I thought they'd win by more, but it was a good win. I think they won by like 12, 14, something like 26-14. I think the score was, but yeah, man, Tampa Bay, man, they kind of. I don't know, man. I still don't know how to feel about Tampa. Man, AB thought they was gonna come in breaking all type of records. He dropped the Tampa Bay Kool-Aid, but they look real. They don't scare me right now. If I'm a team in the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers do not scare me
Nah.
when they come to my building or when I go to their building. Honestly,
Yeah,
and
man. I had the Kool-Aid, man. I drunk the Kool-Aid. I thought the Tampa Bay was gonna do something, but obviously we see it went the other way. But players fuck up.
yeah, it be like that sometimes.
Yeah. Hey, man.
What else we got?
I'm a, I'm gonna be on Jim Rome today,
Okay, what time you on there?
12:20.
12:20. What time is that for me? At 10. Oh yeah, I'll definitely be able to check you out. I got a flight at 1. I'm definitely be able to check you out, man.
Yeah. So if y'all can't, man, y'all check me out.
Yeah, man. Check the homie out on Jim Rome. Jim Rome, good peoples, man. I was on there last week, so yeah, he gonna toss you some. What else we got, man? Whoa! Somebody said they got kidney stones from chugging that Kool Aid.
Hey, them kidney stones ain't no joke,
Yo,
man.
yeah, for real.
Um, I ain't trying to put
I
my
had a
man business out
teammate.
there, but my pops had them kidney stones one time.
I had a
I ain't never
teammate,
seen my
bro.
old man like that, bro.
That's that hurt, boy. I don't never want to experience that. Never want to experience
Nah.
that, boy. Woo! Shit. All
So
right, what
man,
else
we
we
got to
got?
go in the night. Cleveland,
Definitely, man.
Baltimore. You got
I'm
Baltimore, I
taking.
got Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm right with Baltimore, man. Somebody asked what I thought about Buffalo Bills secondary. I like the secondary, man. I like them a lot. I like the coach. They got a few good defensive coaches on that side. Obviously, their head coach Sean McDermott. He was my defensive coordinator in Carolina, and then you got Leslie Frazier, who's been a great coach throughout his tenure in the NFL. And you got good players back there, man. You
Yeah,
got good players. Trey White,
he was my assistant DB coach my rookie year.
McDermott.
Nah, Leslie Frazier.
Oh, Leslie Frazier. Okay, yeah, he's from the Tony Dungy tree, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, man. Don't you put him out? Who is we already talked about that, William Wagner. I think the best cornerback in the league right now is Xavier Howard. Playing very good football, and he's turning the ball over.
Yep.
So those are two things you want from your quarterback. He's doing that at a very, very, very high level on a very good defense. John Jay, get on my dog internet, man.
Hey, don't trip.
Like,
I'm gonna give y'all one more day to get y'all jokes off, and then I'm gonna start firing y'all up. Follow y'all on social media, and I'm gonna start tearing y'all up, build your ass up.
yo, man,
It's
always
all
calling
love.
somebody dirty, man. Man, what else
It's
we
all
got,
love, man.
man?
That's what it's all about.
Facts.
It's like the locker room right here. We don't
Yeah,
take
it's a
nothing
locker room
personal.
vibe. Once you jump in the locker room, hey, so as soon as you jump in these comments, you in the locker room. So
You in the
yeah,
locker
so
room,
be ready.
so be ready.
So be ready. In that locker room, yeah, get fired up. And you gonna make the podcast too,
Ah,
because it's
yeah.
on wax.
Mm.
Pepe from Mexico. Overreaction. Are the Steelers? Yeah, we need. Matter of fact, drop us some more overreactions real quick before we get off. Y'all go check out my man Pat McAfee. He just got on. He about to get on air in a couple of minutes. Overreaction. Are the Steelers come to terms with who they are? Who they really are?
Shit,
I think they're still a
really
really good football team. Yeah, I think they're still a really good football team. Like I said, you don't want to be cooling off at this point in the year, but yeah, I mean, we all saw that when even they were undefeated, we knew they could be. It wasn't like a team who was just like y'all coach team, that was just you just couldn't beat them. Like it was blowing cats out of the water. So we saw what it was, but I think they're still a really good football team, though. Really good football team. Got anything
Noah
else?
got a overreaction.
Washington. No over there on bath salts, saying some shit like that. A lot of people jumped on it. We were in that chat last night. As soon as we brought up the NFCs, everybody watch the football team, watch the football team, watch the football team. So a lot of people on that bandwagon to win that division.
Without thinking
Super
about
Bowl,
it too.
Come on, man. Yeah, easy. So, but no Super Bowl run. Not even in my wildest dreams do I see a Super Bowl run from that organization this year. Not a chance. That'd be crazy though. Somebody won a Super Bowl without a damn name. That would be very 2020 actually. So yeah, I might go put some money on the Washington football team win the Super Bowl. The football team wins the Super Bowl. Fuck out of here. Hey, that did you see that the Juju dance with Stephon Diggs' face on it though? Because you know how Diggs be dancing with all the logos.
Oh man, Juju.
Yo, that shit.
Every time I see him dancing on the logo, man, I just shake my head, yo.
That's different, man. It wasn't shit going on like that. You know what I'm saying? You like we was
And I
out
was
there.
just
Now
thinking
you
that
got
in my head, like if one of our young guys would have been doing that, man, they would have tore our ass up.
bro. What y'all doing? Be like, I'm on a yeah. It's in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yep, in the kitchen. But yeah, man.
Man,
Good
crazy.
Sunday, man. Week 15 already. Who your
Great
Super Bowl?
Sunday.
Who your Super Bowl matchup, man? Who your
Super Bowl matchup
Go ahead,
right
call it
now.
right now.
I'm gonna go with Kansas City coming out the AFC and NFC. I'm gonna go with the Green Bay Packers.
Go. I go. You know what? Nah, I ain't gonna say nothing crazy. I get mine. Tomorrow.
Nah, hell nah.
Whatever we do. No, I got. You know what? I'm going with the Colts. I'm going with the Colts. I'm going to Indianapolis, more Colts, and the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, because I think Breeze gonna choke in the playoffs when he get back. Very good team, but I don't think they're gonna make that run. I'm taking the Packers.
Rusty, man, when you get back.
But yeah, I'm taking the Packers, and I say the Colts. The Colts are going.
Hey, what's up?
The Colts are gonna make OG Pooty. You'll see it might be in the back by the fire pit too. I'll be done in 30 seconds. Yeah. But yeah, man.
But nah, man, it was
Another
good.
great week, man. Appreciate
Another
y'all
good
rocking with us.
overreaction Monday.
Facts. Who was this? Ravens, Bucks. Jimmy Dean got the Ravens and the Bucks in the Super Bowl. Wow. Okay.
He tripping.
Packers run defense will get exposed. Who got the best run game in the NFC right now?
In the NFC run
Yeah.
game, I would have Minnesota at one time.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't think Minnesota gonna be in the playoffs.
You somebody saw it in the playoffs.
I'm saying in the offs, yeah, because he's saying Green Bay's defense gonna get exposed. But I mean, I don't really see anybody with the Saints could. If you got, because they got a two-headed monster back there too with Kamara and Murray. A-Train. Um,
Alice Parker said the Rams.
Rams just had a good game running the ball. Acre, he went for 170. Rams kind of a sleeper though. What they have on defense, golf is just a big question mark there with the Rams. Can golf be
You be
consistently
killing
good?
golf, boy.
He's a very average guy to me, man. Very average. And I mean his team is good enough to where he just don't have to mess up to win games. But once you get in that playoffs, your quarterback play needs to elevate. Even with the like we saw Flacco. Flacco had an elite playoff run. We see some other quarterbacks do that as well. But yeah, that's gonna be the thing.
John J. Jonathan, man. Yeah, we have we have a Wednesday pod. We got a surprise for y'all. We're gonna solidify that. I'm about to solidify that now. OG vet in the game.
Yup.
So y'all be on the lookout for that.
OG Triple O. Yes, sir. But hey man, appreciate y'all, man. Check my man out with Jim Rome. Check out the Pat McAfee show on now. And we'll be dropping another pod Wednesday. It'll be a special one. Go check out the other ones recorded too, man. We have some dope content. Like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. All that,
All
man.
that good
Man to
stuff.
man pod. Man to man pod. Man,
Peace.
we out. Gone.